Ciao beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Marco Graziani for you is here, Graziani Homemade. So we are here in Brisbane, Australia, and it's Friday today. Tomorrow I have a Tomorrow I'm gonna do a private Pizza Napoletana class with this guy that just bought a pizza oven, a wood-fired oven. So what's better than show you how I make the dough, and today I'm gonna do something a little bit more special. A pizza dough mixing the Caputo Classica plus a 20% of the Caputo type 1. So I'm gonna give to my dough a little bit more strength and taste and flavor. So let's do it together. Okay guys, as you can see here, we have all the equipment, all the ingredients. It's really important that you have the right equipment with you. So like a little container and the bowl to make the dough and everything. Okay, we're gonna use dry yeast today because it's really easy to find it here in Australia. Okay, so the recipe is for roughly 24 hours using the fridge. I'm gonna explain you later the process. So first of all, we move water here. We're gonna weigh the ingredients. 1 gram of yeast, 1.5 grams. It's fine, okay. And we're gonna add a little bit water and we're gonna mix it to reactivate our yeast. Perfect. Okay, now I'm gonna weigh the salt. I'm gonna put 20 grams of salt. Perfect. Put there, and I'm gonna start with the flour as well. So because I want to do 30% of type 1 and 70% of Caputo Classica, I'm gonna start adding the type 1, 300 grams. It's really important, guys, to weigh everything. It's the only way to learn, because otherwise if you're gonna make more dough and all the time you try to guess, you don't really know what could be the problem next time if your dough is not the better one. Okay, 300 grams of type 1 and 700 grams of the double Z. During my class I usually explain the difference from a flour to another and what's the rule of the flour, and what's gonna change using a flour to another. Okay, 700, a little bit too much. Great. Okay. I already weighed the water before, 650 milliliters. So now we have all the ingredients already set up. And now we can start to make our beautiful dough. So when we make the dough by hands, I really suggest you to start making from water because it's a little bit easier. But don't forget that it's the flour that absorbs the water and not the opposite. So it's always good to hydrate the dough. Okay, we put all the water inside, 650 milliliters, and we're gonna put the yeast that we already melted and prepared before. Okay. I really hope you understand my English, guys. Sorry, you can still feel my Italian accent. It's a very strong accent. Okay, we start adding the first 300 grams of type 1. Don't put all the flour together for 2 reasons. One, because it's gonna be really easy to make a big messy, you know, and we wanna keep clean as well the kitchen. The second reason is because we wanna let the flour absorb the water properly, so we don't need to rush. And I really suggest during my class to do the dough by hands instead to use any machine, because it's the better way to learn, because it's a manual job and we need to start to feeling, to have a connection with our dough. At the beginning it's like a cream, and step by step, you know, you're gonna feel everything is stuck in your hands, but this is the beautiful part, you know. So it's really important to understand how we forming the gluten. And the gluten, sorry, it's formed for mixing water, flour, and this, the energy that we create with our manual job. So this is the way to form gluten, and that's why we forming the glutenic mesh. All these topic, all these particular explanation are part of my classes. So if you are interested, if you live in Brisbane, book a class with me on my website grazianomaid.com, and I will come into your place and we're gonna do all these things together. As you can see, guys, the beginning it's very, you know, difficult to understand if we are doing the right process. So this is the moment that everything is a little bit messy. You know, you're gonna have your hands like this, but you don't have to be scared. You have to have the power, you know, you control your dough and don't let the dough control yourself. I know it sounds a little bit ridiculous, but it's the truth. Since you're gonna try to make your dough, you're gonna understand what I'm talking about. Continue adding flour. Okay, now we're gonna add the salt, and we continue to mix the dough and push and mix. We can use our hands like this, you know, we can even put the container close to us. You don't get crazy. I know it's a little bit hard because, you know, it's an energetic movement. It's something that usually we use with them, we made with the machine, but it's really important to learn by hands. Okay, you can even use the last flour to clean a little bit your hands, like this. We keep a little bit amount of flour to finish our dough on the bench. It's important, guys, to have the right equipment, as I said before. So this one in this case is a G metal one. We gonna use the spatula to help a little bit to keep all the flour, and we continue with our hands mix it. So in this case you can use your palm, you can use your knuckle as well. During the class I saw a lot of people, especially beginners the first time, do a lot of crazy things like massage the dough for hours or just press it without reason. That's the point. You know, when you make a dough, it's not really just you touch your dough for 2 hours. You need to understand what you're doing. You need to press and fold it. You need to fold because we incorporate air, oxygen inside the dough. This is what we're gonna do. At the same time, you need to understand how you press as well, otherwise you're gonna just stress your dough and you don't gonna mix it properly. But don't worry about that, you need just time and be patient with yourself, okay? And it's manuality. I do this job for more than 15 years, so for me it's a little bit more easier. Okay, we put a little bit flour again and we continue to mix it. Okay, we can even do with 2 palms, press a little bit and fold. Can you see? I press and I fold. You know, try to put myself like this. I press and I'm folded, and then press and I'm folded again. We create like a little sausage. Okay. I'm doing this video by myself, guys, so I'm sorry if the angle maybe is not the right one. I try to do everything as best as I can to show you how to do it. Okay. If you have any problem, don't be scared to text me in direct message, like here in YouTube. You can leave a comment with your question, but I usually suggest to people that follow me on YouTube to jump in Instagram or Facebook. There is a better chat, you can text me there, and I usually 90% of the time I answer you. I reply, so they use 90% of the time I reply you straight away. Sorry for my English. And we press and we fold. We press and we fold. It's clean, okay? But 100% I'm pretty sure you're gonna feel that your dough is still a little bit sticky and is not really super smooth and shape. I'm gonna show you more closer. Can you see? The shape is not really smooth. So what we're gonna do now is to keep the bowl and we're gonna cover it. This is a very little tips that I give you all the time, especially during my class, but trust me, you're gonna change your life and the results. So leave the dough like this for around 15 minutes, start to clean all the other stuff, have a cigarette if you smoke, or have a brekkie, have a beer, I don't know. 15 minutes relax and we will see you back the result. Okay guys, bentornati, welcome back here. We can see the result now. Okay, so look at that. The feeling. Okay, if you try to touch your dough, you're gonna see that it's still sticky, right? Yes. So Marco, what do you say? Now we grab our spatula, we help a little bit to stack the dough, you know, to move the dough from the table. And what we're gonna do now is we open it a little bit and you already can see the difference, right? Okay, so now we're gonna fold it and pull to us. Again, like this, we pull to us. You need to put your hands like this and pull it to you. So like this, we're gonna create this beautiful ball shape, okay? Okay. As you can see from your dough, there is already air inside. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Touch your dough now, smooth and dry. Okay, what's next? Because we are using, don't forget, we are using a W240, 220 Caputo Classica, so it's not really super strong, even if we mix a little bit with the type 1 that is strongest. What we're gonna do is around 24-hour fermentation, maximum 30, you know, the full fermentation, the full process. So the day after, you're gonna put this container on your bench. Using a spatula like this one, you're gonna cut it and create a ball shape at 250 grams. Okay, you're gonna put the balls here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 balls. Okay, even if they're gonna touch each other, doesn't matter. And you're gonna close with the proper lid, and you're gonna let this container with the dough for 6 hours relax at room temperature. Don't forget, if you're at home, if you can turn on the air conditioner, will be fine. So 20 degree, 23, it's better than 30, of course. So you're gonna use this dough at the end of the night. So guys, do not underestimate the art of making pizza. It's really important to learn the theory, you know, what the yeast does, all the fermentation, all the process, you know, and practice all the time. So follow my channel, Graziani Homemade, in Instagram, Facebook, subscribe here in YouTube, ring the bell to don't miss the other video as well. So please enjoy and tag me if you're gonna post some picture on Facebook and Instagram. I wanna see your results. Stay tuned and I wish you a good weekend to everyone. Ciao!